try to.
So I just restarted the recording. So we're now in the question and answer period.
How is that working with the chat?
So my first question was how to get all those URLs and the scripts you're talking about, but I think you answered that question by posting that link. Or if you are able to post it in the chat.
Oh, here's the chat. So
that answers that question. I did have another I guess it was a question, probably that you can't answer, but it's an idea, it's a thought actually that comes to mind. And when you're saying it's difficult to get things from the European Space Agency site, yeah, or the Himawari, the Japanese site, I'm wondering if it would be there. The IPS actually has this Data to Dome initiative.
Yeah.
And the whole point there is to communicate with scientists and get things from them, sure, that, yeah, are useful in the planetarium. So are you in touch with that initiative?
I know about it, but I think I was asked to join once, but I didn't have the time at the moment. So probably I will do that in the future sometime.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's time is the big question, you know, and yeah, it takes time to contact these people, but that might be something to, you know, for maybe the Data to Dome team to look into.
Sure. Yeah, I appreciate it. As I said, you'll get to the data, but not in a direct way to the data you want. So the latest data isn't an issue. When you just want to show the latest data, you can do that. But when you want to dig in the archives, it gets more complicated because not everything is online, or at least not open accessible.
So anybody who wants to ask a question, make sure to unmute and go for it.
I've got a question. I've been trying to, this is Rob, I've been trying to get just an equirectangular today's weather loop so that I could just lay it over my Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Just cannot find anything that doesn't already have something else, you know, like country outlines or things like that. I wondered if you had found anything.
Equirectangular, I didn't find anything because I don't think there's a single agency that combines all the data into really a global image. The best thing that I found was the image that I used for the auroras, but this is really a low resolution one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a source. NOAA's Science on a Sphere, they make all of their data equirectangular. Yep. So go to NOAA data sets, and each data set has an FTP link where you can get a nice file that's equirectangular.
Yeah, but this is not, this is processed data. So
yeah, they do not allow you to download the current weather. It's password protected.
Well, it's I've never had a problem. It's generally about 6 hours old, but I just did it right now and it worked for me at home.
Do you have the URL for that? You can paste into the chat.
Yeah, but let me put it like this. My project that I had, this was simply too low resolution. I really needed the high resolution stuff for the Planetarium show production. So I really didn't invest much time to do that, but it would surely be interesting to get that.
All right, I got the fire data without a password, but when I go for weather data, it asks for a password.
Okay.
I had a question though.
Yeah.
You mentioned full dome display of the data and pasted on your Earth display of the data.
Mhm.
Do you have a preference, and is there a noticeable way that your audience participants react to the different ways of displaying it?
An all sky is a stunning image. You hear a lot of R's and O's when you display the GOES image on full dome. But I agree that for a fluent presentation, it would be more feasible to do that on the globe directly. But you simply don't have the data to fill the globe. So I'm stuck with the all sky images. But yeah, I agree. I think displaying it on the globe itself would be much more nicer to do that.
When you do an all sky image, do you fill the dome with the whole sphere of the Earth?
Yes, actually,
So
yeah, actually, this caused some discussion here because, for instance, my boss thought that we can't do that because it's just flipped over, so it's not a globe; it's an inside of the sphere. So, but as soon as he saw the image on the dome, he said, "Okay, go on."
I think that would that's a probably educationally that's a perspective problem or a frame of reference that the audience would have to adjust to, but I guess it's well worth adjusting to.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the images are really stunning, and the full glory only becomes visible on the dome.
When you use the images that are not full dome, I guess those are more like a globe, although they're not actually a globe, but they don't take up the full dome. How big do you make those in the dome?
As big as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, on the dome you see a lot of detail. So it's worth it to fill as much space as I can with those images. But yeah, some things are just so low resolution, like the aurora stuff. And this is just good for presenting things that are going on there.
Okay. Any final questions for Marc? This has been one of the more exciting of our seminars. This is really great. Thank you so much, Marc.
There was some technical stuff. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh no, that's part of the deal.
Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.
Yeah, you did a very smooth recovery from that too.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and this will be recorded. It's going to be posted.
Sure.
And I think maybe one more, unmute everybody and give a round of applause for Marc. This is really great presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, well, enjoy your day. My day here is going to an end.
Hey, have a nice dinner, Marc.
Yeah, the sun just set, so yeah, have a good start in your day.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.